Okay, let's try this again. Hello everybody, my name is Emily, or Amyoka. I am just a Polish girl living in Canada, and I have quite an interesting life that I really want to share with the world. I actually am a little bit nervous because I've been trying to do, I guess not trying to do YouTube, but back 10 years ago now, when I was in grade 9, I wanted to be a YouTuber, so bear with me while I'm just a little bit nervous. But yeah, so I want to keep this short and sweet, just a little intro about myself. So I was born and raised in Canada, and I was a normal, healthy girl running around doing everything beautifully, normally, having the time of her life, and then my world got turned upside down when the doctors or people at school started to tell me that I was running weird. And so me and my family, we went to the doctors, and they were like, okay, it could be because you have bunions, it could be this hip condition, or it could be muscular dystrophy. And I didn't know what any of them were, pretty much, except for my bunions, because that's one thing that I could see, and that's one thing I could understand. And so yeah, so this is at the age of 12, and I had no idea what they were really saying. I didn't really know what was going on. I couldn't fathom it. I just kind of pretty much felt like I was told that that's it, like I can't do anymore. In a sense, like I just felt like I wasn't good enough. I was different. I wasn't like the other people, so I was different. I deserved to be different. So I boxed myself up, and it was maybe for the best. I am not sure 100%, but anyways, pretty much I just completely stopped doing all physical activities when I was still able to, but just because I looked different, I chose not to. So I really cut myself off from a lot, and I treated myself really harshly because I didn't know what else to do. I only knew the bad. I only knew that I was a bad thing, that a disabled thing was a bad thing. Nobody really told me much around it. Like, I had like the occasional family member tell me like that I'm strong and stuff, but never a true sit down and explanation and of what what life is gonna be like for me. And of course nobody knew what it could be like, but at least just like some sort of form of therapy is what I never actually got. And in my eyes, I actually got a lot of the opposite. I got a lot of abuse from, you could say, family members, but not necessarily. Like, just abuse in the sense that we didn't speak of what's going on. So yeah, it's not so much abusive, but it's just not it's not the opposite, right? It's not really understanding. It's really just putting things under the rug and moving on. Not speaking about it, which is very triggering and not okay. And yeah, so the doctors is probably the worst for me. I absolutely hate how doctors treat children, especially disabled children that don't know what's going on. And yeah, I have a lot of story times about that, and I really just want to raise awareness on mental illness and mental stability, and I want to change the definition of disabled, because I, for one, am not disabled. I'm a human first. I might have disabled tendencies. I might do things a little bit differently, but it does not mean that I'm anything. That was one word that messed with me very, very much, and I learned a lot about what, like, I guess I haven't learned 100% about disabilities, like that, but pretty much what this all propelled me to do is get really interested in the psychology behind why people think the way they think and why they do the things that they do, because I would realize, like, that I can be happy and I can be sad, and it all depends on so many different things, and you know, that whole gist. So yeah, I became engulfed with being a problem solver, but not for myself, and which is okay, that's totally fine, because now I'm finally able to help myself after helping a lot of people throughout my life somewhat. I can finally kind of put myself first, and it's really hard to say and to do and to, like, I don't practice what I preach every day, even though I really wish to, but I'm getting there. And yeah, so that's pretty much my story, really. So yeah, I just really want to spread, like, I do not like the notion of disabled people being viewed as a negative thing, and I think that disabled people view themselves in a very, very negative element, and I think that that is so beyond destructful, because we are all so the same and so different as well, but really, I just cannot believe that, like, people can still treat people so different for even just their skin color. Like, it's 2021, and it's time for shit to change, and for people to talk about things that truly matter, and to move forward together rather than just putting whatever under the rug. It's not the way of life. And that's what quarantine has definitely taught me, is that I need to really take control of what I'm doing in my life for myself, because I have fully been living for other people, and I've had a lot of misconceptions about life, and I'm so happy to explain them all, and I'm excited to explain to you guys how overwhelmed I have been over the years and how I got through it. And yeah, just know that if you are feeling overwhelmed, you're not alone. This day and age is not easy to live in. It's scary, and yeah, it's one step at a time, and it's up to us to work together as a community and to not just keep putting things under the rug like I was for the past 10 years of my life. Because I would have taken advantage of a lot more if I only knew what I know now. And yeah, so this is the start of my YouTube channel, and I'm very, very excited. I've had many ideas, and yeah, if you guys have any ideas of what you want me to talk about, or any like mental illness topics or anything that's personal, nothing can be too personal, we are all human. And yeah, I just want the world to be my friend, and I want to be the world's friend, and for us to all make it through the best that we possibly can, because that's all we got. Like, there is nothing else. And I've been through thick mindsets, and I have gotten out of them, and I really want to share what I know, and I really want to help anybody make it to where they need to be to understanding yourself from the most truest perspective that you possibly can. And yeah, I don't mean to sound all like woo-woo or anything. I just truly mean to know yourself for yourself and for nobody else, just to live your life fully, like in a way that works for you, because that's all you really have. Seriously. So yeah, I pretty much wrote down a lot of stuff today, but I think I pretty much covered it all. I didn't even look at this once. So yeah, one key thing that I wrote down is the power of understanding your mind. I've only just started to really understand my mind, and I am so much further than I ever was before, and I've only just started learning about the mind, and I'm already so much further than I ever have been. So I'm beyond excited to keep learning, and I really hope that you guys will just come along for the ride and give it your all. Be honest with me, like just say whatever you possibly need to say. Nothing can be too weird, nothing can be too negative or anything. Like, you can't have positive without the negative. It's all good. And yeah, I'm here for the world. I want to be a counselor for the world as much as I possibly can be. I'm not saying I'm gonna be a perfect counselor. I've only just started fixing myself, but I think that I might as well just start helping whoever else I can while I'm at it. So that's all that I have to say. I hope that my candle was in this video enough. Thank you all for watching, and I hope that you want to subscribe and be a part of the journey, because I'm really excited. This is really just the beginning, and yeah, we shall see what happens, my friends. Till next time, super soon. Yeah.